It's all good. Hi, how you doing? Justin here. Comedy start today. This is Tammy's 10th lesson. How are you?
Good.
Good week?
Yep.
Let's start off with the writing stuff and the lyric revisions and stuff. How did you find it?
Yeah, good. Really good.
What did you find?
That the more you think about it, the easier it is to not be literal.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see what you were trying to literally say and then actually spend time on finding other ways to say it.
Cool. Did you do any listening to people you really liked?
Yeah. And I noticed that a lot of them aren't rhyming and you don't even notice.
It's weird, isn't it?
But like they kind of throw one that rhymes in, or sometimes at the end of the verse that rhymes at the top, and then it kind of just joins up.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like we all think in writing that it needs to rhyme all the time, but actually the guys that are really good at it, they seem to find a way of making it work.
Just flows.
Without that, it still needs something, and there still needs to be patterns and stuff for us to grab a hold of, but it doesn't have to be, sky and lie and fly and die and all of those sort of like really obvious rhymes.
Really obvious ones.
Yeah. So how far did you get on your tune?
I think I've kind of gone all the way through. I mean, there's still
lots of scribbling and stuff.
Yeah, there's still bits I could probably improve, but I think some of them are a lot better. Some of them I felt.
So I'm going to give you the option. Do you want to go through it now and do a lyric one, or would you rather do that on another day when you feel like it's finished? I don't mind. No, that's not saying I don't want to. I'm just like, what would you feel most comfortable with?
I think there was some where I had that moment where you were saying about how you're just like,
this is the one.
That's good. Yeah. And then there's others where I'd say it's not. It's way better, but it's not had that definite.
Let's have a quick look through.
Okay.
So, what happened to first verse? Did that stay the same, or did you change something?
No, that stayed the same.
Okay. What happened with verse 2 then?
So instead of the world keeps on turning, everyone else's
stays the same.
I just put the world moves on, others' lives haven't changed, but the gap that you've left here wakes me with dread each day.
Okay. I really like that. I don't like Wakes with Dread though, because that just sounds like a horror film. That's like really full on. Unless that could be
that last
like
line. I think
if it really was that devastating. Then,
I put leaves me with dread each day, leaves me dreading each day. I haven't quite figured that out.
I think dread is the word that I'm not.
It's heavy.
It's a really heavy word, and in cases of loss, it can be a really heavy feeling.
Yeah.
But the rest of the song feels a bit more positive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Just need to figure out that
word.
I
don't know. That one word for me would be one to. And again, it's your tune.
No, it's not. I'm not happy with that sentence.
Want to try and help you make it as your best stuff. Okay, where else has got lots of scribble?
And then the verse after the verse chorus. Sometimes it's the music, sometimes it's the place, and then I put, but the worst are the photos that brings life to your face.
Oh, nice. Much better. That was one of those ones where you went, that's the one, right?
Yeah, that was
good.
One that fits.
What was the first part again? You just read it really super quick.
Sometimes it's the music, sometimes it's the place, but the worst are the photos that brings life to your face.
Yeah, nice.
And then I put, as the tears start forming, I turn myself away, take a deep breath in, forget the mess I've made.
Oh, okay. Forget the mess I've made. I'm not quite.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. But
the
rest is really
just
nice.
get through another day, stop feeling pain. Like I've gone through a few of those. I'm not sure yet. And then I've kept the last chorus the same.
Yeah.
Last verse the same.
Cool.
And the chorus.
Well, keep having a tweak.
So there's 2 lines.
Because the thing for me when I've been working on lyrics is always trying to get it to the point where I read it through and I'm like, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And if I don't get to that, I keep on writing because and it really can. I know writers that work on songs for years trying to get it to that point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think there are moments, I've had songs where I've written pretty much the whole thing in one go and it's been exactly what I wanted, but that is really rare. Much more common is trying to get it out and then rewriting and tweaking and then getting this, and then sometimes you get a moment of inspiration later where a whole new chunk of it will come right.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't before, Yeah.
So
there's no like one way, but I think a lot of that's much better. And don't be afraid to still be even less straight with it. You know, I don't know if you haven't listened to him before. I don't want to try and turn you. Well, I would like to turn you into a fan because I think he's amazing. But Elliott Smith is fantastic lyric writer, where the things some of it is really, really, really literal, but in a way that it's so literal that it makes it seem surreal or something. Yeah. Anyway. So you're going to keep on going with that. What were the other stuff we worked on? We had the fingerstyle thing. We had the chord grips.
Yep.
You've gone back to ticking boxes, which is great, and you've been doing the finger stretch. Looks like. How's that? How are you finding that? Is that helping with everything, or
it's helping?
Getting easier.
It's helping my grip. I don't know if it's. I wouldn't say it's getting. It's helping me like feel strings more, definitely. But I'm definitely still struggling with stretches when I was trying to find. So obviously we were working last week about if you're playing a capo and with D, then how other ways you can play it. There's definitely still bar chords that I really struggle with holding down and playing like.
Yeah, but
strongly.
are you talking about like C shape and D shape bar chords?
No,
right.
Not crazy bar
no,
chords.
because those ones are not ones.
Yeah.
They're used a different way.
Yeah.
We want the E shape and the A shape, major and minor.
Yeah.
That's like, we want those ones super comfy.
Yeah.
The finger stretchy ones should help you with all of, like, even the open chords and C chord and stuff, just so that it feels more comfortable. I assume that it has to be like exercise. For me, I've got really tight hamstrings, so I go to yoga once a week.
Yeah.
And I still find it really hard, but it's getting easier. And the more they work up, the easier everything else becomes, kind of thing. So it's like,
when I got jumped about playing on Saturday in front of people, I could hear that the chords I was playing were clearer than what they used to be when I used to play and used to be like nervous.
Yeah.
And now I definitely can feel where I am on the frets better. And even when I'm like last minute changing and panicking, I'm managing to actually get them down and not stuff.
I'm wondering if I should give you this finger strength exercise as well, just the first one. I think I will. I call it the finger gym. Now this is, a lot of people use it the wrong way and think of it like a speed exercise, but it isn't. Yeah, do you know what a hammer-on is and a flick-off?
I know what a hammer-on is. What's a flick-off the opposite of a hammer-on?
Exactly, the opposite of a hammer-on, yeah. Not sticking your finger up at people. You flick me off. Yeah. Anyway, first finger there. Second, you're going to play that one note, and then you're going to hammer the second finger down in this fret so that you don't have to play it again, but it makes the sound. That's it, but you're going to do it in a controlled way, like, not, I want to hear it like the first note for a bit, and then hammer that finger down. That's it, a little bit more of a hammer. That was like a press. I want you to feel like it's kind of hitting down on the string. That's it. Now, can you see how they're already, they're getting all mangled. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it up to the 5th fret for you to start off with. So that finger's there. I want second finger to hammer on around here. This, not like right at the back of that fret.
Yeah.
So try and get it so it's hammering there. Think about your hand position like that's better. Thumb on the back. That's it. First finger down. That's it. First, lift up that one off now and play it. That's it. Just that one again. Again. That's the one. That's it. You got that feeling then? It was like hammer it on. Yeah. That's why the term is really good. Hammer on. Yeah. The proper term, the most common term for the opposite of a hammer on is a pull off. But I don't think that's the right description because you flick the finger off. So I call it a flick off. Everyone else calls it a pull off. I call it a flick off because I think it describes the action better. Yeah. What we're going to start off with is just doing hammer-ons, but this exercise is going to be pretty tricky as we get going. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to do that on the thicker string, then on the next string down. Same thing. Next string down. That's it. Play.
Same thing.
Yep. That's it. And next string. Good. Keep going. And keep going. Just stop there for a second. Now, I want you to try. No, don't worry about it. Try and keep that hand parallel if you can. Don't let it go like this. We don't want like this. We want to try and keep, look at where my little finger is. Try and keep it like that. So this part of your hand is kind of parallel with the neck. It's not how we play, but it's the best way to do an exercise. The same as like sometimes doing an exercise in the gym might not be the same as a real life movement if you're, I don't know, javelin. I'm just making up stuff now, but if you're throwing a javelin, you're probably still going to do like a bench press. You wouldn't try and do the motion the same way you might throw a javelin. You know what I mean? So this is why we end up keeping the hand that way, even though it's not how you play. That's
Okay.
it. So again, from there, try and get that hammer feeling. Good. Thinner string. That's it. Now all of the way back. But don't be in a hurry. That's it. Good.
Oh, that was
Good.
hard.
That was a weird one. Sorry, this is the first time you're doing it. It'll progress as you go through the week. Keep going. That's it. And last string. Now you're going to use
Why
second finger. Don't worry. Okay.
It's literally
It's
like,
like random antenna thing going around. Okay, it's going to get better as we learn to control. Okay, second finger to third finger down. No, so that's it. Second finger hold down and hammer on the third finger.
oh man.
Yeah, I know. Good. That's it. And back down again. Or up, really. Good. That's it. Well remembered. I was about to tell you to keep the hand flat. Good. Yeah. Now you know what's coming, don't you?
This is ridiculous.
Yep. Just try it. Now this is going to feel really difficult, silly, uncoordinated. Everyone has the same problem the first time they try and do this, so just give it your best. Good. Pick the wrong string, that's it. Excellent. Keep going. That's it. No, I've just noticed your thumb position. That's it. Try and keep it flat. What was going on? You were pressing like with the end of your thumb,
Like
which is
that.
probably going to get pretty painful. Yeah. So you really want the pad of your thumb pressing.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's continue down. That's it. Okay. Now the same thing. First finger, third finger.
Oh,
That's it. Good. Excellent. Don't worry about the other strings, it's not important. Good. That's it. Try and keep the third finger up closest to the fret as you can. That's it. While keeping the hand flat. That's it. Don't worry about it. That's it. Can you hear the other strings ringing out sometimes? When that's happening, just occasionally just touch it with the, yeah. That's it. Not, you don't have to touch it every time, but just every now and again let it die out. That's it. Good. That's it. That last one. Okay, there's one more. Second finger, fourth finger. Off you go. That's it. Can you see sometimes now it's pulling the string out of place? Try and keep the second finger where it belongs. That's it. That's the one. You got it. Yeah. Excellent. There you go. That's it. Good. Okay, that's the finger gym. It's hard work, right? You probably feel a bit sore in the back of your hand.
yeah.
It should feel sore like you've exercised and pushed it, but not painful like actually this hurts.
Yeah.
If it gets to painful, this hurts, just stop, leave it for a day.
Okay.
Okay? Maximum 5 minutes, not more than that. So even if you don't make your way all the way through it in 5 minutes, just stop after 5. Okay? If you make it all of the way through, start it again. Eventually, there are other finger combinations and you would also do the flick-offs, but you want to start with just hammer-ons, it's a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
This develops all sorts of things. Finger strength, finger control, and independence of the fingers, being able to use like your little finger and your third finger without the other fingers freaking out. Don't worry about the little finger antenna thing going on. It's kind of normal for it to feel a little bit out of the way and out of control when you start. Again, it's just practice. Yeah?
Okay.
It'll probably be at least 2 weeks till our next lesson, because I'm away in Italy and stuff next week. So I would like you the first week to just do it as I've shown you, just keeping it kind of informal, just doing your best, getting used to it. But the following week, I'd like you to start trying to do it with a metronome.
Okay.
Really slowly, like 50 or 60 beats per minute, so like 1 click per second, and just try and get one note on every click. So it's even that you're transitioning to the next string, and it'll be tick, 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 that kind of thing. It's not a speed exercise.
Yeah.
A lot of guys think, oh, once they get used to the other finger combinations, they should be going. But that's not the point of this exercise.
Yeah.
The exercise is the strength and the control and the independence, not a speed thing.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So don't go fast. It's not the point. It makes it worse, not better.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
So I'd do the finger stretch first, then do the finger gym. So stretching it, getting it all nice and loose, then do the finger gym. Really nice kind of start to your practice routine.
Okay, cool.
Then you've got, now the next thing is your bar chords. So I would like you to find me a B flat minor chord in 2 places. Go.
This is what I'm really struggling with.
Okay, stop then. So why are you really struggling with it?
Because I think I'm just getting my head around like the normal ones, and the B flat side of things is I haven't quite got a grip on yet.
Okay, what, the sharps and flats part? So let's just re-explain it and make sure, because this isn't hard. You're totally like, you should know this.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as a hack. It means I haven't explained it well enough.
Yeah.
Sharp and flat and notes is just to do with pitch. Okay, so any chord and any scale can have any of the notes in that note circle thing that we looked at in the very early theory. So like if that's A, that's A sharp and that's A flat. It's just to do with like the pitch of the note. It's got nothing to do with major or minor or the major scale or the minor pentatonic or any of that stuff. It's just to do with the starting pitch. Right? So if I say B flat, we need to find B and flat. Flat tire makes the car go down, so it's lower. Okay? If I said B sharp, you would go B and up 1 for sharp, which happens to be the same as C, but it doesn't matter. It's just sharp and flat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? Sharp, if you sat on something sharp, you jump up. It goes up in pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
We've got, every note on the guitar is found in multiple places, at least once on each string, if not twice on each string. Yeah?
Yeah.
In between the nut and the 12th fret, every note is there, because that's 12 notes in the note circle. So you'll find like a C here and here and here and here. There's a C on every string. But we just need we're looking at the notes on the thickest 2 strings. But you need to be able to find every note in 2 places. Okay, 1 on the thick string, 1 on the next string down, the 5th string. So if I said to you an F, where's an F on the thicker string? Yeah, good. Play it. Good. Now where's F on the 5th string? Good. What about C? And good. What about a G sharp? That's better. Okay, so G sharp up. That would be G flat. Okay, what about the other one? The 5th string. So explain your process so I can tell you where if it goes wrong, where it goes wrong.
Well, because I memorised
C, D, and E.
So then F. F
sharp, G. Now we want G sharp.
G sharp.
There we go. So you can do it. That's to do with the sharps and flats. That's it.
Yeah.
If you're after just a regular chord, like I said, to play a G sharp chord, like that would mean G sharp major. Now, there's 2 shapes for the major chord. It's that one, if it's got the root note on the thicker string, that's the shape for a major chord. This finger shape. This like looks like an E chord, E shape. Yeah?
Yep.
If the root note is on the 5th string, you have to use this other shape, the A shape, but we don't want to do it like that because like even I can't do that.
I think that's where I've got confused, is where the shapes come into it.
Okay, so the shapes are relative to what string the root note is on.
Okay.
So if the root note is on the thicker string, you have to use that E shape, and the major one and the minor one is just lifting off the 2nd finger, major and minor.
Yeah.
If the root note is on the 5th string, you have to use the A shape.
Yep.
And you've got the major one, which is the one with the 3rd finger bar, or that one, which I don't know what you're doing, but I know you've played it that way, so you're kind of familiar with it. Or the minor one, and this is the one that people get a little bit confused with because it looks like the major shape on the thicker string.
That's definitely.
But on the 5th string root, you just have to remember that on the 5th string root, that's the major one. Play it and try and get that, sneak it up to the fret. That's it. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And the minor one, that's it. Good. And remembering muting the thicker string there with the 1st finger. That's the one. That's the key thing with the 5th string root, is remembering the major is the one with the bar, the minor is the one that's the confusing one that looks like the major shape on the other one.
Yeah.
It can kind of be helpful to remember it as being the confusing one. Down, 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 go. There you go. That's the one. Okay? And with the 5th string root, you've got to remember to mute the thicker string. So the 1st finger is pressing down here, but muting that. That's the one. Good. Now, just keep your fingers there. I just want you to concentrate on relaxing your shoulders and your arm for a second. That's it. Here, relax it. Yeah, okay. It's just so I can see it's kind of like, oh, where's relaxed? It's like, just try, the general thing with the shoulder is push it down, then relax. And it's usually going to be in the right place. Because otherwise, we're so used to tension in our shoulders that we can feel quite relaxed with them up quite high still. So push them down, then try and make it relaxed. That's it. Much better hand position. Okay, play the chord. Okay, so that's 5th string root, minor chord. Major chord on the 6th string root is what shape? Good. And the minor chord? Good. Okay, let's go through some chords. Let's give me a C major chord on 5th string root and 6th string root.
So
7. Again, count it. So that's G, A, B. Where's C?
C.
Good. Good. Now with the 5th string root. That's it. Just try and get that finger right up next to the fret. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but other things that you're doing will help. That's it. Okay, remember just with this one, Tammy, a real nice little trick to remember is that this bar isn't doing anything except playing that note.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can press it down like that if you want, if you can still get that. That's it. Good. Much better. Play it. There you go. Just mute that as well. That's it. You got it. Yeah? F sharp chord. Major. F sharp. F. Where's F?
There.
Yeah, where's F sharp?
There.
There.
Okay.
Right, you can you can do this, Dan. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. F sharp, play it. Good. F sharp on the 5th string root. So count it. C, D, E, F, F sharp. Major, major. That's it. Not quite. There you go. Just make sure the thinner string is muted as well. So you had a better hand shape before when you let your 1st finger use this kind of slightly the side. So you were a bit like this more, so less straight and a little bit rolled over. That's it. Yeah, you just want to make sure this note isn't ringing. So that does a bar, let it lay down a little bit more. That's it. And now this isn't touched, so that's it. It's a bit to think about here, isn't there? That's it. Don't be frustrated. This is a difficult chord because it's so far up the neck. That's good. That's it. What's happened? Why is it? Look at your hand. Look how it looks like this, Tim. It's all like squashed up.
Yeah.
So let's start with the bar. That's it. Down, and you want to hold those 3 notes down and mute that one. That's it. That's good. Okay, now see if you can navigate getting first finger on there. That's it. That's it. You got it. Now, the only thing that you haven't done is muted that. That's it. Good. No, look. This is difficult. Everybody hates that chord, but it ain't going to get any better until you practice it a lot. It's just not. I'd love for it not to be that way, but you just have to practice it. And the best way of practicing those ones is practicing the ones that you can't do.
Yeah.
And struggling with it and battling through that will make it better.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
Right? Because you have to find a little bit the way that it works comfortably for your hand.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to put the chord down and go, oh God, how am I going to do this? Where's, oh, there we go. That's good. No, down a bit. Down. Okay. No, go back.
Sounds like
There
a
you go.
sound check.
Yeah, but that's the process. You have to go through, and eventually what'll happen once you got it and you're like, yeah, I'm cool here. Look, the outside two strings are both muted. The notes are all good. Look at it and kind of tell yourself, this is a good shape. This feels comfortable. You see, like my hand is still nice and flat here. I haven't like contorted it around or done anything weird.
Yeah.
It kind of looks comfortable. And you'll find that when you get it right, it looks comfortable and it feels comfortable. You tell yourself, this is how I want it to be now.
Yeah.
And then take it off, try another one. Yeah? What I did when I was learning this stuff, early teens or whatever, my mum had a Beatles songbook, the complete Beatles thing, and I used to do, because it's full of bar chords, and I just used to go through and pick every chord in each song and figure out how to play it in two different places on the neck. And I used to try and figure out what was the best way to play F sharp in this song. Like, did it fit better to go here and here, or was it better to go here and here? And it was just an exercise, right? So but you could pick a songbook, or you could just Google a song that you like, grab the chords and just play them as bar chords.
Yeah.
It's just the exercise of practicing those chords.
Okay.
Especially for writing, I don't want you to feel that there's harmony that you can't reach. And if you know those bar chords in both those shapes, there isn't any basic chords that you won't be able to play.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Battle it now.
I'll battle it.
Yeah, okay. How'd you get on with that fingerstyle thing? I think we did this like...
Yeah.
thing.
Good?
Yeah,
Really good.
okay.
I like it.
Good? Let's have a listen. Nice. Good. Just keep that on the boiler as a thing that you can use when you're writing. Yeah, it's working well. I think it'll grow with a bit more practice. Like 80% of the way there. It just looks like it needs to be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more.
Yep.
As you practice it, you'll discover there are little ways of manipulating the chords, and I can show you, but you'll probably figure it out on your own. You're almost there. I can hear you're able to control a bit the last note and what string it was on. I can tell that from the way that you're kind of forming a melody within the chords, but I think it just needs a bit more practice.
Okay.
Yeah?
Cool.
So I also want to get you on a fingerstyle pattern. It's called Travis picking is the proper term for it, but it's a particular type of fingerstyle where the thumb changes the note that it's on. Okay, so longer term, you know. Okay, you end up with this nice little, and the pattern I want to show you today is this. So what's happening is C chord. That's it. So I want you to start by just going thumb between the 5th string and the 6th string, the 5th string and the 4th string. That's it. Keep going. Now I want you to look at your hand and just see the difference. See, when I'm doing this, look at my knuckles. Can you see that these aren't moving around much? You're going a bit like this. Now every time you do this, look what happens. All of the fingers are out of position, so it'll be really hard for them to do anything. So I want you to try doing the same thing, and that's it. Much better. Now try putting 1st and 2nd fingers on those strings, these two, 2nd and 3rd strings, that's it, and just leave them there. Now do the thumb. That's it. Now what's happening when you play the fourth string, it's getting in the way of that. So move the thumb. Look where my fingers are compared to my thumb. That's it. Now try doing the thumb. Bit further forward even. That's it. Good. This, like everything else, it's not just about learning it, it's about learning how to make it comfortable for you to do it. Because some people play behind the fingers. I don't think that's the right way to start, but some people end up like that with going, I can't do it. Whatever, thumb goes behind, I go, freaky people. Anyway, but some very excellent people, I should point out. So now I want you to try this. So thumb on the fifth string. That's it, play it. Then thumb will play the fourth string and second finger will play the second string. Second finger, second string. That's your first finger. That's it, that's it. So thumb, 1, 2, 3. Now the pattern I want you to try those is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So thumb together, thumb by itself. Thumb together, thumb. Thumb together. Good. Keep going. Good. Now you're going to go thumb together, thumb, first finger, thumb. But the first finger is now in between the two thumbs. So let's play it together real slow. So thumb, together, thumb, first finger, third string, next string down. That's it. Thumb. That's it. Good. Thumb, together, thumb, 1, wrong string, 1, no, thumb, 1, thumb. First finger, thumb, first finger, thumb. Again, just that a few times. First thumb, thumb, first thumb. Again, keep going, a few more of those. That's it. Now the whole pattern, so thumb, together, thumb, 1, thumb. Good. Thumb, together, thumb, 1, wrong string, 1, thumb. That's it, don't worry. Thumb, together, second finger, that's it. Thumb, 1, thumb. Now, some of the problem here is that your hand is still moving around a little bit. So if you watch again when I'm doing it, can you see that there's no danger of me picking the wrong strings, because the second finger's only going to play that, first finger's going to play that, and there's no movement of the hand that allows me to get confused as to where they are. So first finger's only going to play the third string. Second finger's only going to play second string. Thumb is going to play both of those strings. Okay, so thumb together with the thumb together, that's it. Good. Thumb, 1, thumb. Excellent. Thumb, thumb together, thumb, that's it. Fifth string, first finger, fourth string. Good. Thumb, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Thumb. Okay, just stop there for a second. Now, the key with this is getting it right, no matter how slowly you have to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I've got it written down for you. I'll give you a little tab afterwards, okay? But you can see there, thumb will play all of this, the 3 and the 2 and the 3 and the 2. Be thumb, together, thumb, 1, thumb. And you want to do it so slowly that you get it right.
Yeah.
Even if it meant you were going like, okay, now thumb first. Okay, now it's together. Thumb is on the fourth string and second finger. Okay, and then thumb again. And then the first finger, that's on the third string. Even if it's like that, like you're talking, there's an internal dialogue.
That is usually how long it takes me when I learn to like that.
That's fine. So the idea is that if you do it slow enough and careful enough, you program your brain the order of events that has to happen, because it is actually really complicated. If you think about the amount of things going on, if you had to actually like program a computer, or a robot rather, to do that, like feel where the string is on the 5th string, use your eyes, find it, you're going to play it not too hard, not too soft, just right. Now at the same time as that, you're going to, now thumb's going to move to the next string, second finger's, you know, there's a whole heap of commands, feeling where the string is, getting it in the right place to pick the string, blah, blah, blah. Once your brain is programmed to do the right thing, you can automate it and do it over and over again as fast as you like. But if you get the automation wrong and you keep making mistakes, your brain just gets confused as soon as you start to speed it up. It's like, well, which one of those 100 different things that you showed me is the right one to do? Right?
Yeah.
Once you've got it, you need to learn to automate it. So I'd suspect for the first week, it'll be really slow, really careful, talking to yourself, staring at the paper, trying to get it right. When you're confident that you got it right, you want to start distracting yourself while you're doing it. So sit and concentrate. Okay, I've got it now. Okay, now can I look at something else? I'm going to check that all the cameras are still recording. There's my little thing. There's this thing I can do. Logic's still working. But it's still going.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to write a song and you're going to sing and play and change chords, that needs to be as automated as like changing gear when you're driving.
Yeah.
You know, you don't think about that while you're driving. You're thinking about the kid that's just running across the road, or where you're going, or, you know, did the dog just fart in the back, or where, there's also like, you're thinking about other things. You're not thinking about changing gears.
Yeah.
But there was a time where you had to think about that a lot. Right? So you're trying to develop automation. You've got to do it slowly enough to get it absolutely perfect. And only when you've got it perfect, you start automating it. But you want to automate it by deliberately distracting yourself. And if it goes wrong, go straight back to it and concentrate again. And then allow yourself to think about what you want for dinner, or any other external thought, and just come back to it if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Definitely.
We've just done it on a C chord. If you do it on a G chord as well, and I don't want you to do it today, but during the week, it will, in 2 weeks' time. The only difference is that the thumb, instead of playing the 5th string and the 4th string, will play the thickest string and the 4th string.
Okay.
So it's still staying on the 4th string. This style, these 3 fingers take care of the thinnest 3 strings, and the thumb takes care of all of the thickest 3.
Okay.
So on a G, C, okay, it's always going to be that way. These ones here, thumb taking care of that. So for the G, thumb together, thumb 1, thumb. Yeah? If you want to go through this lesson again, it's in the folk fingerstyle course. Okay, I know I've called it folk fingerstyle. It is a kind of a folk technique, but it's just great fingerstyle practice for loads of different styles. It's not just if you want to do like Bob Dylan songs, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah? Makes sense?
Yep.
That's all of the stuff that I had on my list. Is there any other questions or things for you?
Nope. Don't think so.
No?
No.
So, before I go away at the end of this week, I'll get you the backing track with some drums and bass to practice the strumming for your song. So key takeaways this time is finger stretch, then the new finger gym exercise.
Yep.
Practicing the root 5 and root 6 bar chords, making sure that they sound really nice. Just find any songs that you can, just practice the chords. You don't have to play the whole song. I just want you concentrating on making the chords sound nice.
Okay.
You've got that old fingerstyle pattern that you can apply. Maybe use it for some writing, just explore it a little bit and get creative. And you've got this Travis picking thing, which should be just an automated thing. Again, 5-minute practice sessions to start off with. When you get to the point you can distract yourself watching telly.
Yeah.
Because that's how I do it still. You know, once I'm trying to automate something, it's play it and then I do other stuff. Yeah?
Yeah.
All makes sense?
Yeah. Cool.
Nothing else?
Nope.
You're all good?
All
okay.
good.
Well, bye-bye internet. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Say bye-bye, Tammy.
Bye.
There we are. Bye.